Yo, that's what the mitochondria makes. The ATP. Oh, I know the mitochondria. Dude, this is the funniest thing. The only reason why I know of cellular structure, what the mitochondria is when I was in middle school, when we were learning about that in science class. There was a TV show out called The Real World. No, Survivor. You guys remember Survivor? They would have this random dude be the host, and you would take like random people that sign up, and they have to live on a deserted island. And then there's like different tribes that are made up from the normal people, and they have to work together. Now the thing with that is that it's kind of like mafia, like Among Us, because there's going to be people that want to sabotage everything and create alliances. And their idea is to survive because the faction that loses has to vote someone off. Now the thing is that if there's too much of an imbalance, they actually swap people from the teams. So that if you're too dominant, they might move you over to the other side. So a lot of the times what people would do when they were on the Survivor show is they would vote off the strongest dude, regardless of if they're in your colony or in the other neighbor's colony for the competition. And the idea is the strongest people are the ones that are going to win the event and gain immunity. So you don't want that to happen, so that if they keep winning the immunity, there's no one else that's going to be able to stand up to them. So a lot of the times you get like weird things like that, politics and things and whatnot. I remember there was one episode. There was this lady, and she was like, I am not going to go swimming in the ocean. I don't have a cell, I don't have a mitochondria in me that's willing to do that. For whatever reason, I remember that scene. I don't know why. I remember that scene when she said that. I don't even remember how she looks. I just remember the line. And from that day forward, man, I remember the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cells. Man. The funny thing with that was my teacher that was teaching us science was watching Survivor as well. And she asked us if we saw it. And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I love that girl. She's like me. She's a science girl. And then she was talking about that as well. But yeah, man, that's why I remember it. Dude, it's still on. They're on season 43. It's a great format, man. It's a great format. You get to see, how the people interact. I remember there was one season, because I used to watch that as a kid with my siblings. There was a girl that was, for lack of better words, a little bit entitled. And what I mean when I say that is that, dude, she would, oh, I need power here. She would use the water that they get that they need to survive with, right? Like, oh, you guys get a 5-gallon jug of water for the week, and you guys as a colony have to use that to survive. The other team, they have to drink salt water, whatever, right? And the crazy thing was that she would use that drinking water to wash her hair. And I remember the entire colony was just looking at it like, what are you doing? That's drinking water. And she's like, I'm washing my hair. My hair has got to look good. And I was like, dude, man, this is for survival. You're using fresh water to shampoo? I was so confused. And yo, Sandper coming in with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Sandper. I see you over there. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Too Legit City. And of course, welcome to the stream. Shout out to you playing some Oxygen Not Included. Talk to us about that. How was the streams? What were you guys taking care of? And of course, welcome on in. If you guys don't know me, my name is Too Legit City, and we also are playing some Oxygen Not Included. We're currently playing on the Baator map, !Baator. This is a custom planetoid with a lot of extreme map generation. You'll see things like elements you don't see before, like electrum, things like liquid mercury, things like synthetic gas, things like helium. That make no sense, but it is what it is. But hey, welcome on in, you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, because I am happy to help. Welcome on in. We got a bold 9. Sandper himself. Hello, hello. We got K Laser. Wait, is that Laser? K Laser Athena. Am I saying that right? I hope I'm not. I hope I am. I hope I didn't say that wrong, man. It feels bad. But hey, welcome on in. Great stream. We're just setting up some natural gas generators and talking about naphtha boilers. I too have a lot of naphtha, as we have an infinite storage with a lot of naphtha. And the funny thing is that I'm planning on building a oh, it's Kayla Serafina. I see. I thought it was K Laser. My bad. Very sorry about that. But yeah, we're talking about building a naphtha boiler. Not today, on the last stream. But we're not close enough to the magma yet. I still have to clear all the steam that's in between us. But yo, man, great stream. Sounds awesome. Thank you so much for the raid, though, Samper. Thank you so much for bringing your community over to share with ours. Thank you so much. Trying to get one on the ice planet. No magma. Ooh, do you have thermium? That would be the alternative. If you are on the ice planet, though. Wait. This ice planet? Or are you playing on Rime? Is Rover dead? No, Rover's dead. I was like, how come this is not getting mined? How come that's not getting built? Rover's dead. Oh, no. Oh, it is on this planet. The only thing you have is your iron volcanoes. Yeah, you got nothing but ice here. Although this is hot enough, you don't generate enough mass to actually use that as a stable heat source. Maybe if you have all of them spill into one giant magma pool, it's potentially possible, but that's still pretty tough. But yo, man, thermium is probably going to be the alternative option, because you can use thermium to run something like supercoolant and then have that be a heat source. That's why you have a Draco farm, then plastic. Draco farms for plastic are always great times. Not gonna lie. Always great times. Oh, they're inside here, all my Dracos. Oh, that's jank. I have to wait for one to hatch. But yeah, I naturally had a lot of naphtha on my map, so I had to make a boiler for that. But yo, man, that's awesome. Good stuff. So that is with the spaced out, I'm assuming. Samper, are you a newer player, more experienced player? I'm curious to hear about the things you guys are doing in your playthroughs, if you guys are having a good time. What are your thoughts about using a buddy bud to combat slime block? Oh, thank you so much, Miss Chemical Search. I missed that. So, you can use buddy bud, right? So slime lung is a germ. Because of how germs work, if you guys didn't know, germs could only occupy a tile that doesn't have germs on it. So that means if you have another germ that's close by the slime lung, it can't actually take over the tile the slime lung is on, because the slime lung already exists on it. So by creating a space with germs already in the area, you can't have the other germs affect that area because it's already occupied. So that is an option. Now, do I like that option? Not really. Although it is possible, if you're playing on the DLC, I'd recommend building like a Wheezewort. The Wheezeworts actually kill the germs because of the radiation that's being released. As you can see, there's a circle right here of the radiation. And you can see that the germs don't go past that because they get zapped. So the slime lung gets zapped by the Wheezeworts. It's a pretty good time. And I put some here today to zap all the slime lung, and it did. The slime lung is below it now. And this immediate area is completely clear. It is an option, but I'm not a fan of it. But you know, it's preference at that point. I can't really complain. Also, if you have shine bugs, I know I had some shine bugs here. Yeah, shine bugs. These guys, they actually release radiation as well. So if you want to have shine bugs just released into the area, they'll just fly around and then they'll kill germs. That's the funny thing. They'll fly around with the radiation, zapping all the germs, which is always a great time. Always a great time. I've got a glossy Draco farm going. There's a pain to get started, but it's worth it in the long run. Yes, 100%. 100%. Glossy Dracos are amazing to have if you can get them. So what happened with the girl that washed her hair with the water? No, they voted her off. They voted her off. And I remember that. They what they have in Survivor a lot of times, they have something called like a post Survivor reunion. So after the final episode, everyone's back at home, they're having meals again. Some people bulk up because they lose a lot of weight on the show. And yeah. So what happened was that they brought her back and they go through their initial interviews. The funny thing was that when she interviewed, was her special skill is that she could run in heels at full speed. That was her special skill that she self-listed. It was hilarious, man. And she looked back and she said, I didn't think I did anything wrong. That was a crazy thing. She's like, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I have to wash my hair, man. It was wild, man. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, she got voted off when she did that. It's so funny. Alright, finish my coffee, guys. Finish my coffee. But yo, Sandper. If you guys don't know Sandper, check him out. Playing some Oxygen not included, especially if I'm not streaming. Or, of course, you can go to both of our streams. Always a good time. But, of course, if you guys have any questions about anything we're doing, because we are playing on a modded planetoid right now, let me know. It's a lot of confusing things. But we'll be happy to help any way we can. Alright, so we're here. We're still scanning. We're going to go to the Glimmering Asteroid Field. We got the artifacts. Oh, no. Star map. Here we go. Artifact man. We're going to move to here. How many tiles do we have? 13 tiles range. Okay. We can still go to here. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have space. We have space. And then we get to the edge, which is always going to be a good time. I want to find the tear anyways. Is there use for helium? There is not. In this game at the moment, there is no use for helium. That's because they don't... This is... So if you've played this game in sandbox mode, one of the things you'll probably be able to see is that there's a lot of elements that are not listed in the element setup. So although we have helium, does it actually show? Oh, it does. Helium. Synthetic gas. Oh, they do show it. Helium, synthetic gas. There are some resources that they don't show. So if I go to solids, do they show electrum? Yeah, so they go enrich uranium, ethanol, and then they skip electrum. Electrum is right here. There's a lot of old resources that were added to the game that maybe Clay had some plans for, but they actually never did anything with it. So as a result, we had a lot of leftover stuff. Sushi was one of them, but that recently got removed. And for the most part, these resources don't have any use. So it's kind of like how sour gas was in the game back in the base game, and people didn't know what to do with it, not knowing that you could convert it to methane, which becomes natural gas. And then, you know, we had a process change for that, and it became an end game design. But for the most part, there's no real use for the synthetic gas or helium as we know of. This gas becomes a liquid at minus 268. The stats are really bad. And if I go to the database, it doesn't really do anything. Helium's an atomically lightweight chemical gas. It's an unbreathable gas type with no other properties. A lot of the times, if it's a combustible fuel type, like maybe like synthetic gas, you would imagine, because it's combustible, you'd be able to use it for a generator. Unfortunately, though, we can't even use the synthetic gas for any of the power generators, not hydrogen, not natural gas. So it's very unfortunate. But yeah, as of right now, we don't know about if there's any possibility for that. Oh, you can make liquid hydrogen. Yes. Yes. This will allow you to make liquid hydrogen. This is the only upside with that. Now, the thing is that, look at the stats. This means that you would have to have 12 bubbles, maybe even up to 18 bubbles of helium to lower hydrogen of the same mass down by 1 degrees. So although it is feasible because of the condensation point, it's very painfully slow because of the specific heat capacity. You're going to be nudging the hydrogen slowly. I mean, it's possible though. It's one of those things where you go, I don't know if I should, but I know that I could. That's kind of where that is at that point. I never asked if I could do it. I just wanted to know if I can. The Discovery Channel had a show in 2009 called The Colony. Best reality show I've ever seen. I've never heard of that. Mujinzo? I've never heard of that show. Yeah, I think helium would be for a fun factor, like talking while breathing. Dude, they need to make like a balloon factory so that we could have a building, that like a rec building, where we just pass out balloons. I think that'd be pretty cool. If we had a rec building that allow us to pass out balloons. Cool times, man. That'd be cool times. Looking it up, if I could find Fate of the Water Girl. Saw an article about that show. Seemed interesting. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. They have articles from back then. Huh? That was a long, long time ago, man. You need power. I don't need power. We're doing good. We have all the power in the world, almost. Not really. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You combat heat from a geyser while using an infinite drip? Ah, so heat. I chill my oxygen. So my oxygen in my spawn design right here, it comes out at 85 degrees. We run it through a radiator that comes out at 21 degrees. It's pretty consistent. And this is how I'm cooling down my base. I pump in the oxygen through the vents, and then I pump out the CO2. So the CO2 gets pumped out, and then cold oxygen gets put in. Now, it's not cold. It's only around 22 degrees. That's how I maintain temperature. And then, of course, insulated tiles, line that on the outside of the base so that the temperature on the inside and outside is a little bit different. You can see that we're not letting the heat in. But that's what I do for temperature control. Now, if you want to do active cooling, you could do something like more like this. So this is where you're cooling down. So this would be your aqua tuner, and then you would have segments of 1 radiant pipe. If you're using the aqua tuner, this is what's recommended. If you want to do a cooling segment, kind of like you want to run radiant pipe throughout your entire base, that's probably more so for the thermal regulator. The radiant pipe is so strong on the aqua tuner that you don't need more than 1 segment a lot of the times. So to give you an idea, I'm cooling down this room right here with 1 segment of radiant pipe. And it's because it's touching everything that the cold energy just dissipates. So that's what I'm doing for cooling right now. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any more questions. I have some cooling methods. I just don't want the infinite drip oil fissure to heat up the area around it. Ah, so if you have a infinite drip leaky oil fissure... Oh, who's starving? Why are you starving? Come on, man. Go eat. You need to go eat, buddy. What you need to do is use insulated tiles and then make sure there's a vacuum for everything. So that's the leaky oil fissure. You want it to look like this. Right here, I have a vacuum. Because it's in a vacuum, there is no heat leak at all. Right? So the water here is very close to the output temperature of -10. It's at -9.9. So that's because I don't let the liquid have heat transfer with anything. So insulated tiles, and then if possible, you want to vacuum everything. These 2 gases need to be there for the infinite pressure. And I didn't want to clean this up, so I just put insulated tiles on top of that. But insulated tiles and vacuums are going to be the best friend for you to maintain heat control. To give you a good idea, look at this. There is a lot of heat right here, especially on this side. But because we have a vacuum right here in this room, none of the heat leaks out to my map. That's going to be the idea. The vacuum prevents any heat exchange from happening. So by having a vacuum, you make sure that you have better heat control. And so a lot of the times, if you want to prevent heat transfer on an extreme fashion, you're going to want to build a 2-sided wall like this. Dude, what the heck's going on? I suck at cooling. I think my dupes need to learn. Climate change is real. I see a kiwi. And yo, damn, that's legit, bro. Very nice. Thank you. I got you, Grader. And coming in with a 10 gifted. Holy crap. Thank you so much. We got R. Ludwig, Silent One, Abdullah, FP Centropy. Oh, FPS Entropy. PP JJJJJ. We got Vico Dynan, Stephen Colborn 44, Dan the Man 2175, Vincent Van Gool, Ox, I think, and Iggy Whittle. Thank you so much, though, Geek, for the 10 gifted. Holy heck. Enjoy the emotes, T20 dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub ad. But thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you, Geek. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been doing okay. I think you've been busy, but yo, man, how are you, Mr. Geek? How was all the things? Appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. So the best wall you could do is having a wall that doesn't melt on the temperature side, and then you could actually seal something up. To give you a better idea, something like this. You could try to vacuum out this area, and then everything inside this box can never leak out. Because if you're surrounded by a vacuum on the outside right here, there is no heat transfer. And this is the best way to contain heat. Now, this doesn't even need to be insulated, because that layer of vacuum is all you need. Doing all right? Doing all right? Yo, man, have you been playing any more Don't Starve, man? Curious. I feel like after that one day you joined, and I got bopped. it felt like you didn't play again anymore. It feels bad. I don't want that to be the case. Hopefully you still... Not for a bit. Aw, feels bad. Feels bad. I hope I didn't traumatize you because you got me killed. It's all good, all good. Sadly, when I see you over there, had things to try to blow up at work. Gotcha, Geek. Hopefully it's all taken care of and not too bad. Ah, the sulfur solidified. Very unfortunate. At least we get to cool this down, though. Alright, so we will have to mine this out. Should be alright now. Good to hear, good to hear. Seems like everything is being taken care of. Good stuff, good stuff. But yo, man, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you, Mr. Geek. Alright, so we have this here. Now we just have to put suits here. We're going to let it charge, and then we're going to have suits for the rocket missions. And I should be making some extra suits then as a result. We have 2 suits. Let's make 2 more. Let's make 5, just so that we could make sure all of the suit docks are being used. Oxygen distribution is pretty good. Can't complain. Should be pretty good. Still pumping this out. This is doing its thing. Alright, we're going to mine this out now. Because we need to explore the bottom right of the map. Because I'm still kind of curious to see if there's any more, for lack of better words, ways for me to die. I want to make sure we, you know, don't get wrecked. As they say in the business. Do that. So we want to do this. This is carbon dioxide. That's fine. Dude, 6 tons of liquid mercury? Okay. Dude, 6 tons per tile. Okay. Does anyone know how much... No, I can tell here, right? Mercury stacks up to 1,400 tiles. I mean, kilograms per tile. It took me a while to realize bridges transfer temps. I thought I was doing well with my vacuums until I was not. Yes! All bridges transfer temps. That's one of the things with designs that you have to watch out for. Especially when you're doing a steam turbine design. You have to make sure if you have any bridges, that the bridge is perfectly enclosed in a tile without touching any other tile or in the open. That's one of the things. So if I actually had a bridge here, I'd be transferring heat to my water tank right here. You gotta watch out for that. If you're old enough, you want to play with mercury when you got your teeth cleaned. Oh man, mercury, man. No, man, we don't talk about the mercury days. We don't talk about the mercury days, man. The mercury days were tough. Actually just playing around with mercury, man, like it's all good. That was a long time ago. Alright, we almost have a vacuum. This is gonna vacuum out. We just have these 2 layers, and then we can move some CO2 into here. We have the line. That's somewhat ready. Good. This is ready now as well. We don't need this anymore. This is a little bit too much naphtha, I think. I guess we could use naphtha to spill out. Probably not, though. Alright, so let me open this up. Open up the vacuum and try to get another gas storage in. Yeah, man, just play with the mercury. Oh my god, lead paint. I see a zero dragon. Don't do that, man, guys. Mercury is dangerous. Does the Baator add recipes to some of this stuff, or is all mercury helium, whatever, just garbage that you dump into space? It's all just garbage. Or until Clay gives it an actual feature. But there's no new recipes we're playing with the Baator mod. The Baator mod is strictly just a custom planetoid. That's all it is. The starter planetoid is the only thing that's customized. However, everything else is normal. So if I click on the ice planetoid, this is your normal ice planetoid that you normally have. The only thing about this that's a little bit interesting is this planet. I have never seen this planet before. A balanced variety resource on a smaller sandstone world. This is a Terra planet. This is a Terra planet geyser composition. This is a Terra composition. Everything about this screams Terra. So, I don't know, man. I feel like I want to explore that soon. Alright, so we got this. I want to scan these tiles for star map coverage. Let's click on this. How much food do we have? Ooh, we're almost done. 9 cycles worth of food. Alright, so if I do this, how long is that going to take? Because I think I need to go back home. I don't have enough food. That's very unfortunate. We have 9 cycles worth of food. This is probably 5 cycles to drive back. Alright, let's do a little bit more scanning. 662. We have to make sure to bring back home Miss Chemical Stairs. She's our rocket pilot scout right now. Alright, cool. This is still vacuuming, which is fine. We're still waiting for this, which is fine. You sent me to space. You were the only person that knew how to drive. Miss Chemical Stairs, you're the only person that knew how to drive. It feels bad. I had to do it. No one else knew how to drive, man. You guys ever drive stick shift? And you're like, yo, man, could you drive that? They're like, I can't drive stick. And you're like, oh, that means I have to drive again. It sounds like my high school friend group. It'd be like that sometimes, man. Sometimes, man, driving's tough. Driving's tough. Hey, at least he's bringing you food. Home when you need food. Yeah, man. I gotta take care of the drivers. What's going on, Fractal Nebula? How are you? I see you over there. No worries, it's not a rocket science or anything. Yo, man. Totally not rocket science, right? Yep, my 91 some 2000 fiber all stick. I see a zero dragon, and I bet you when you had to move your car from the driveway or the parking spot, your friends told you about it, but then they were like, yeah, I can't move your car for you though. I don't know how to drive stick. Did you see the one pump system? Oh, with the doors everywhere? Fractal Nebula? I saw that, man. That was wild, I will say. That was wild. There's a lot of freaking doors. It looked like when I condensed the water. So one of the things I did, I went to the water planet right here, and I condensed the entire ocean on that into, I think it was 30 tiles. And I went up to 1 billion kilograms of water. And it looks similar to your design. I had doors everywhere because everything was taking damage from pressure. I usually waterfall the ocean. That's I did door pressure because it was faster. Because I did multiple door opens and closes, and I was able to move tons at a time. Because that was the thing. The waterfall worked, but there's a slow rate of which the waterfall spills in. It's kind of the problem. Waterfall at 600 kilograms per second. I was moving like multiple tons because I had more than one door set up. I had 4 doors, and then each tile was a couple tons. No, each tile was a ton. Just make more waterfall. I guess that's also possible. I just didn't want to deal with it. I just did door condensing. But then I eventually hit 1 billion kilograms. Driving stick, easy enough. All you needed to worry about Oh, I see you over there. I see you over there. I missed a colony where my dude wasn't allowed to leave the base. Not allowed to wear a suit. Just hiding inside all the time. That was the old days. Me mom, the stay-at-home mom. Only way to do it. Yeah, but that pump system took my brain like 5 hours to figure out, dude. That sounds... Feels bad that there's no practical use for that. That sounds like, you know, you... Hopefully you found something to use that for. But feels bad. Doesn't sound like you did. What was the idea that you needed to solve to force you to build something like that? Need to let the puppies out and feed them? Yeah, man, take care of the puppies. Super important. Super important. Oh, you're just bored. Oh, man, the mad scientist at work. Let's go. Alright, so this is ready. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the pump. The Weezeworts are probably going to be gone now. We don't need that ladder. And then we're going to have to put tile here and on that tile. And then we have to start making natural tiles here. Shouldn't be too bad. Waiting for the vacuum to complete. We got some new printables, though. Ooh, shine bugs. Ninja peppernut seeds. Oh, another researcher. Oh, but they're a mouth breather. Feels bad. My 100 dude world corrupted today. That's sad. Oh, what? Dude, that's tough. Which update was that from? Is it the recent update, or was it from a previous update and the update broke it? That's a tough time. Alright, we're not gonna take any. Actually, we'll take the shine bug eggs. Mods not having fun. Oof, the mods. That means you have to wait till the modder updates the mod. Oh, that's tough. What's your method for making natural tiles? Can I send a photo? I need help. Yes. In the Discord, in the Oni channel. I'd be able to check that out immediately. Once you have it up there, let me know. Alright, so natural tiles. We'll try setting up some natural tiles right now. Should be fine. Alright, so... we could do an alternating pattern. Here, 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 here. I think that works, right? Alternating patterns. It should work. Should be fine. We'll do it on the edge as well, if we could have the tile. That's a pip farm? Yep, it's going to be a pip farm. We're going to be growing Nosh beans and sleet wheat, because one of our objectives is going to be to do something with Nosh beans to make curried beans with the delectables. That's going to be one thing I am going to be wanting to do. Alright, so after you do this, of course, I'm going to want to sweep that. But you're going to want to put manual airlocks inside. I think we're going to use Electrum. Since this is useless, I'm going to have natural Electrum tiles for the memes. Oh, vacuum? Oh, no. We still have a lot more in between the layers, unfortunately. Alright, let's remove this as well. Since we're in a vacuum, the Weezeworts don't operate as normal anymore. Yeah, 3-3 or every other, right? Yeah, so I should be fine. So I made a plastic boiler, but I can't make it go above 2 kilograms per second of naphtha. Pick in Discord. Okay, let me check that out really quick. Oh, you put it in general chat. You can't make it go above 2 kilograms per second on naphtha. And you're pumping that from the bottom left, right? Looking at how that works, it looks like you're running your plastic into the metal tiles underneath the aqua tuners. You're probably using the heat from the aqua tuners to heat that up or melt it. And you can't get your plastic to go above. So what's the problem? It's not your pump, right? And it's not the valve? Sounds like you like salt. Oh my god, that was because he was playing Rocket League. I see what them as chemical stairs. Wait, so it's not the pump, right? A bowl? It's not the pump in the bottom left and the valve that's limiting it to 2 kilograms per second? There's got to be another problem, right? Because it's not something as simple as the valve, I don't think. So you're trying to get your plastic boiler and you want it to get 2 kilograms per second of naphtha, but it can't go above that. I'm assuming you're talking about the pipeline? Or is it somewhere else I'm not looking at? Oh, you're saying that it doesn't boil fast enough, is what you're saying. Have you tried running it on a counterflow? Right? Because what I see in your design is you have something like this. You have a shaft with a lot of vents, and then you have a metal tile, right? I'm assuming this is where your naphtha drops in to boil. And then you have metal tiles on the side, right? Well, not exactly like that. But you have a, is that mesh? You got that tile. I think that's mesh, right? But either way, if you can, this is a counterflow. Oh, so that is with the counterflow. I just don't see the pipes where your bridges are. Oh, you're running your natural gas to cool down the sour gas. I see. Oh, I see. Yeah. So your design is you have your sour gas coming in from one side, right? And it's being produced and boiled here. And then you have your natural gas on the other side. And then you're using bridges as a heat transfer mechanism to do a counterflow. I don't want to tell you that the build is wrong, because that does work. But what you should have done, I think, is before, like when the sour gas boils, you should have ran the naphtha on top of that and a counterflow. So that you would heat up the naphtha close to being sour gas. Kind of like how a petroleum boiler works. And then if you do that enough, it would heat up the naphtha so it boils faster. And then you would have the counterflow elsewhere. I don't know if that would help, but that's the improvement I think that you could make. I don't know how you could fit that into your current design though. But by running the naphtha, because naphtha is going to be cooler, right? But it's going to be warmer than the natural gas, right? Because you're going to have to melt naphtha, plastic, right? To 160, which is a lot lower than the 550 degrees. Then you can't run more than 1 kilogram per second. I think it's possible. It's just a very modified design. Because what you would probably need to do is, let's say that you boil naphtha and stop using the bridges or mesh tiles for heat transfer. It boils here. And what probably would help is probably, if you want to control temperature a little bit better, put a steam turbine so that it could use the heat from the sour gas to control it so that it doesn't boil the naphtha that's on the radiant pipes, right? So the easy way to do it would not be like this, but you could probably put a door setup, and then that heats up the metal tiles, and then you would have a box here for your steam turbine, and then you would automate it so that only when it's above 500 degrees, 400 degrees, whatever temperature you want to choose, so that you'll cool it down. And then when it's not above that temperature, the door is open. Or, well, there's, you would have to do a system. It's probably not like this. But you would automate it so that the steam turbine turns off. Right? So when that happens, you could cool down the sour gas and then run your naphtha on top of that to further cool it. And then your naphtha is going to be closer to boiling point. Right? You get the idea. You're boiling it. It's at 550 or above, and then you're gonna cool it down with a steam turbine before you let the naphtha run over, and then you have your natural gas below that. Now, of course, that means you're gonna have to redesign everything, kind of, because the naphtha is here, but then your natural gas is up here. So it's a little bit not really in a good sequence. I don't know how that would really work, but that's the idea, right? Because that's the only way for you to speed that up at that point without adding in a little bit more of a heating design. You would just run a counterflow into itself so that you could cool it down, heat it up. It's a little bit efficient that way. And then with the steam turbine temperature control, it's a little bit easier to manage. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully I gave you some ideas. But let me know, man, if it works out. I'd be curious. Oh, Miss Chemical Stairs has been here? How long? Is she gonna die? No, she's gonna be fine. 7,000 kcows. She has 4,000. She just had a meal. Okay, we're going home. Oh, there's a tear right there. Probably not a tear. But we're gonna go home, boys. 13 cycles? Oh, that's because she's not driving, though. Once she starts driving, it's not gonna be 13 cycles. 6 cycles. Nice. Let's go, let's go. We're good, we're good. Another thing is that once we're within rocket range, we could just use the mission control station to give you a boost. Give that 20% movement speed. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can't let Miss Chemical Stairs die, man. We can't. Alright, so here we got the stunned insulated tiles. Let's start setting this up. I want to sweep this, and then I want to do the design here as well. I don't know where the shine bug come from, but he is not in a good spot. Alright, we have to do this everywhere so that we get our natural tiles. And then we're going to use electrum doors. Of course, we're also going to want to deconstruct these because they're in the way. And then we'll have regular tiles here so that we get the movement speed bonus while doing all the things. Just have to build this out. Yeah, we're making natural tiles. So, very sorry about that. I was a little bit slow to show the setup. But this is kind of what you want. And then by putting a mechanized airlock inside, I'm going to use Electrum for mine. Once you build it and then deconstruct it after having the tile set up like this, you could also use neutronium or natural tiles to do the same effect. What happens is that you get a natural tile that's based off of whatever resource you use for the manual airlock. In my case, I'm choosing Electrum because I don't have use for that. So I just want to use the resource. And then once we build this and deconstruct it, it'll become a natural tile. That's going to be pretty sweet. We also want to sweep that up so none of the debris get inside of the natural tile. It's always going to be a good thing to do. Yeah, this is vacuuming it out soon, very soon. Alright, we'll let them do their thing. And I think we're ready, right? Yes, we have suits. And they're charged. Dude, this is great. No checkpoint, that's fine. Is that a DLC mechanic? No, base game works too. It was originally found in the base game. I will say that. It was originally found in the base game. So if you're worried about it, it does actually work on the base game. You should be fine. So I'll show you once we could get it to work. But that's a general idea. Alright, we want to trim this out. I think this means we could finally mine this out, right? Yeah. Alright, so we're slowly cooling this down, but we're really just killing the germs. Gotta get rid of the germs. And then, how is this? Alright, so the gases are spilling in. I might want to mine this out so the CO2 starts spilling in and we start crushing that. That's probably not a bad idea, but let's start by doing some mining on the top. This is eventually going to be a solid platform, but at the same time, this is a leaky oil fissure, so I was thinking about using this as a fuel source. So I'm keeping the area around it kind of clean. But I think we still have to just mine this out. Take care of it. Alright, so this was just how we added water into the steam loop. They seem to be fine. And then we want to do a little bit more exploration. So what do we got over here? Okay, we go up to here, mine this out. We want to mine that out. Oh my god, there's a pocket here that we haven't seen yet. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be magma. But I still haven't found my liquid sulfur geyser yet. Because when I click on this, we have liquid sulfur. I still haven't found it. That's literally the only geyser that we haven't found yet. Liquid sulfur. Of all the things. Still don't have liquid sulfur. If it's bottom right, dude, I can't actually tap into it. This is a... What was this? This was a volcano? I think I looked at that today and I just forgot. This is a minor volcano. We have volcanoes everywhere, though. We have one here. 1, 2, 3. Geode. Oh, there it is. Oh, dude. That's such a horrible spot. This is the flipped asteroid special. They put the liquid sulfur geyser in the pool of magma. Aw, man. I have to deal with the magma before I can deal with that? That's such a pain, dude. Good luck. I know, man. It looks like we're not going to have liquid sulfur today. It's not going to be something we add into the colonies. At least I don't think. Who's starving? No one's starving. We good. We good. Alright, so let's go with the deconstructs that we got to do. Oh, we could remove this now? Oh, the vacuum's done. Let's go. Here. We could deconstruct this. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct this. That. Probably also the power line. Gas rock. Yep, rock gas. Fun times, fun times. That is naturally occurring because the map is hot, man. The map is hot. There we go. Oops. Need a tile there. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get the tiles in. Let's get these tiles in. And then we gotta sweep up the rest of this once we're done. What can you do with sulfur gas, lol? Sulfur is great because it allows us to grow a food called grub fruit. This plant, not the grubs, grubfruit plant. This plant requires you to have sulfur for fertilization. And this plant is great because this is a food type that gives you this, growth preserves. And this has long shelf life. This is the reason why I want it, the long shelf life. If you didn't know, food typically has a shelf life of 4 cycles or 8 cycles. That's the normal range for food. But grubfruit preserve is one of the ones with long shelf life of 32. After that, you have indefinite shelf life. So things like berry sludge that never spoils. Since this requires bristleberries and sleet wheat, I can't really grow that. While this only requires sulfur. We have the fruit, we just need the sulfur resource, and then we could grow this. Because the plants that are tied to this, the sweetles, if you feed them sugar, the sweetles give you sucrose, which is sugar. I mean, you feed them sulfur, they give you sugar. I had that mixed up. But yeah, that's the reasoning why. Once you get sulfur, it's pretty good. Because you get critters to be unlocked, the sweetles and the grubs, and then you get long-lasting food. Why will my dupes bring materials from the other side of the map when I have 3 dupes standing in the material? So, most of the time, they do that because they're already there. They don't go out to that tile from the... So let's say that I'm building a drywall here. My dupe, if he's here, he's going to grab what's close by. But my dupe, if he happens to be across the map and he has the job to do this, he's going to grab whatever's nearby. Dupes should not actually If they're here, run out to the other side of the map and then come back. That should not happen. But if the dupe is already across the map, they're going to pick up what's nearby and then bring it with them. So if you have a setup where you have like a storage bin with the resource to build whatever's over here, sometimes they won't actually grab from the bin because of how that works. Now, of course, you could try to do this. Go to priorities. There's a button on the top right here. And click enable proximity. This is supposed to make it so that the dupes will do jobs that are closer to where they're at. But I don't have it on because it barely affects the game. Hey, Kill Bill with the daily smiles. Can we get some smiles in chat? Hey, Miss Chemical Stairs is already on that. Can we get some smiles? Can we get some happy faces? Can we get some good vibes? People of chat, man. Anything you guys got? Emotes. Happy faces. Happy emotes. My emotes. Whatever it is. Global emotes. Let's see that smile, man. It's always a good time. Like, I deconstruct some tiles and then I build in and fill blocks over. Right, so that happens to me too. So that's because the game is not constantly updated while it kind of does. It's constantly updating while not updating at the same time. It's a little bit weird. Hey, thank you guys, man. All the happy faces and happy emotes. I see you guys in chat. Appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Kill Bill, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Skelly1 as well. I see you guys over there. Michelangelo, hello, hello. Is that the Michelangelo? The Ninja Turtle? Donatello, where's he at? I see you over there, man. I see you as well, Kiweed. Hope you're doing well. But yeah. That shouldn't be... So how do I say this? While they're deconstructing it and it falls down, the duplicates already have their eyes on another resource somewhere else, probably. So it's kind of weird. There's no real logic that I could really explain to make you kind of like understand it better, because it's kind of just weird. it's yeah. Not the same Michelangelo. Nice. I have learned that I can have some open doors in some areas and just remove access to them. The dupes are in local will do what I'm asking. Yes, that does work. But if you're having dupes not listening to you, and they're not doing the job based off the priorities, you might have too many things at priority 9. If we look at my actually, these need to be priority 9 because they're suits. In my colony, everything's either a 5, a 9, or a 1. It's kind of funny. A lot of which my buildings are at priority 5, though. We have a couple 7s. But most of my priority 9s are doors or bottle emptiers. But for the most part, I will say this. If you have too little dupes and you have too many jobs for them to do, they will ignore your task. So that means if you do something and they're not doing anything, they will avoid it until all the 9s are done. So a lot of the times, that's a sign that you need to add more dupes to the colony. If they're just not getting it done. I planted 2 trays of peas, 2 trays of broccoli, 1 radish, sunflower, and beets today. It took me 3 hours. Oh man, this guy's playing Stardew Valley IRL. Let me know how that turns out, Silent One. I see you over there. It's a good workout too, man. I'm starting anew. Good luck, Kiweed. Are you playing on the radioactive moonlit, though? Only way to do it. I like 1s and 2s. 1s and 2s are always good. Yo, that sounds like it'll be an amazing payoff. Yeah, man, it's gonna be great. I honestly would have grew basil, but I love basil. Like, I love fresh basil in anything, man. On pizza, on pasta, fresh basil is bomb. Oh, you sold them too? Farmer's Market, Silent One, selling his goods to Pierre? Okay, I see you over there, Silent One. Did you get a chance to eat them, though, before you sold it? They say that produce that you grow yourself tastes better. I don't know how true that is, but I want to believe it. That scares you? Come on, man. It's not going to be that bad. Zandroff, what's good? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Happy Thursdays. I have extra to eat. I'm making a quesadilla tonight. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Quesadillas, man. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, we can trim all this now. We can't reach the top, but we'll probably just ladder to that. And then I'll remove this. All this liquid mercury. Let's go. I hardly understand the basics. Oh, gotcha. Yo, man. That means just, dude, have a fun time on Terra. Let me know if you have any questions. And, dude, just enjoy your time with the game. Enjoy the times with the game. It's a good time. Actually, I do want to do it like this. I think this is fine. Yeah. Oh, you grow microgreens. I got you. 10 to 12 day grow time. Interesting. Oh, I make tamers for your volcano. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Oh, nice. That's pretty advanced. That's pretty advanced. Taming a volcano is pretty advanced. So if you say that you're new players still, that's you know, you're pretty up there, man. You're already knee deep in the water, as they say in the business. It's kindergarten. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've had 3,000 hours though. So I will say this: you can't compare yourself to someone that's been playing the game since the release for years and been playing it consistently. It's hard, man. That's an easy way for you to not really value your own accomplishments. But I will say that you're not in the basics anymore. Taming volcanoes is past that. I would like to say you are past that, good sir. Oh, so this is gonna be. I'm missing a pedestal. I bet I could outsew you anything. I'm actually a top tier crocheter. I'm just kidding. I don't do that at all. Imagine. You know, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm just saying. I would have been funny, man. Hey, man. Oh, you say that. Have you seen me actually do this pip crochet that I have? Nah, I'm just kidding. You have seen my work unless you don't watch TV or... I don't watch TV or movies. I don't. I'm a streamer, dude. I'm playing Oni and doing research, making YouTube videos. I actually don't watch TV. The last movie I saw was the Marvel movie with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I haven't seen The Lord of the Rings in one full sitting. I've seen clips and bits of the movies. Haven't seen The Hobbit at all. The last movie I saw was the Marvel movie with Quicksilver, Voltron. What's his name? Vision. Why did I say Voltron? Vision. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch. That was the one I saw. That was a long time ago. That was the last movie I seen in the theaters. I haven't seen Endgame. Dude, it feels bad. Ultron. There we go. Age of Ultron. That's what it was. You've seen parts of it. I have. What was you, Kiwi? What did you do? What was added in? Alright, I think it's time for us to launch soon. As soon as we get this pedestal built. I made second place at my local crochet championship. I won against a 70-year-old that was crocheting far more than 40 years. Aww. Yo, feels bad for the old ladies, man. She's gonna be like another 10 years and I'll win. Yo, I see you over there, though, Mercury. Maybe you're just really skilled. What did you crochet? I made a lot of hobbits clothing and orcs wear. I did the distressing, but the sleeves of Saruman is me. Oh, wow. Feels bad. I feel like those people that do the props and the clothing and stuff never get the recognition they deserve when they do the movies. Feels bad, man. That's what it feels like. Okay, so this is clean. We could deconstruct this now. And I think we're going to remove this system. We're not going to need a pump anymore from the top. But yo, man, that's awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. You made beanie hats. The demand of crochet was... Oh, you have to crochet away 500 grams of wool into a beanie hat. Wow. Just beanie hats, huh? Interesting. I take the plastic, even though we have enough. Did I see a liquid CO2 geyser? Liquid CO2. This is leaky oil. I actually should have a liquid CO2 geyser. I just don't know where. This is chlorine. This is a cool steam vent. Oh, it's right here. Right here. That's where it was. it makes sense that the liquid CO2 is in the minus 100-degree ice area. But yeah, we do have a CO2, liquid CO2 right there. Yo, man, I'm old. So what, Susumu? Nothing wrong with Voltron and the Thundercats? Was it the Thundercats? I might be wrong. Yeah. Hey, man. CO2 can't be liquid, really? No, it's liquid. Let's click on that again. So this comes out, and if I click on this, erupts with boiling liquid carbon dioxide. That's such a counterintuitive statement. Boiling liquid carbon dioxide, but it's minus 55. It sounds so weird to say. But yes, this is in liquid form. No, you're right. It is the Thundercats. Oh my god, first time every time. Streamer luck, streamer luck. I'll take it. Hey, Speedy V knows about the Thundercats. Dude, my youth, man, when I was young, Thundercats, Power Rangers, Beetleborg, like before Pokemon came out, right? And then that just took over everything. I used to watch all those shows, man. The best one was Transformers, and it was my favorite version of the Transformers was when they did the Jungle series, because instead of being cars and being like, you know, of 16-wheeler truck, they were animals. That was so cool to me because they're like, oh, they're animals, and then they change into robots, and then it's like how they morph and stuff was pretty cool. When I was a child, that was the business, man. That was the business. Seems like you could crack that and it would cool as it would feel to the bottom of the map. Yeah, it would. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it would actually heat that up. Does anyone remember VR Troopers? I don't remember that. Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Oh, is that the opening song? Was that Beast Wars? Transformers Beast Wars? Is that what that was? Oh, you watched the original Power Rangers? Yeah, the original Power Rangers, man. Where you had that old lady with the staff that always, like, when her henchmen lose, she throws her staff at them, and then he grows like 100 times the size. Old school, man. I'm old. Feels bad, boys. Showing my age. He-Man Transformers. I see you over there. Was it pre 2002? Yeah, I'm a 90s kid. It was when I was like, yeah, it was pre 02. Long time ago. Nah, man. He-Man was I got the power. No, that was Fresh Prince. Never mind. What was He-Man? Was it He-Man I got the power? Or was that someone else? For whatever reason, I'm thinking about that. All right, so let's launch. We're going to go to the planet right here. Very close by. I'm going to do a quick trip. So, there's no meteor shower. Let's go. Wait a second. We can scan. And we're sending in a Linden. All right, we also have Rambo. I don't want to send. And then Hator GG. What's Hator do? Oh, you're a builder. Oh, this is pretty good. All right, we're going to give you Astronomy, Hator GG. You're going to be another one of our new drivers. All right, let's change up his skills. So that it's able to do rocketry. And I think that's space scanning is research. Should be fine. Can I drop the He-Man theme? Thank you, Miss Chemical Stars. Oh my god, Captain Planet. Oh yeah, I used to watch that too. With our powers combined. Oh my god. That's so throwback, man. Holy heck. That's so throwback, man. Such a long time ago. Alright, so we're gonna do this. This should be fine. Wait a second. We have food. We do. Okay, he's gonna be fine. We are out of food, though, that will last us the rocket trip. Okay, so this got cleaned up. We can put the Electrum in here now. We're gonna do this design. And after we're done with this, we're gonna change some things up. Because we need to do some pipes in here. Alright, so another thing we wanted to do was redo the flooring. On that floor, we're gonna have to open the door for that, which is fine. And then I need to do the piping for the aqua tuner, which shouldn't be that bad. And I'm probably gonna run the pipes through the natural tiles in a weird format. So if I go down, it's going to want to go up, down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll do 5. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that works pretty well. Wait, that's the wrong tile. And this is aluminum. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be our radiant pipe pattern. Shouldn't be too bad. It's going to be a lot of pipe, though, so we're going to have to use a lot of liquid. But it should be fine. Gotta get this done. And then... down. Up. Down. Up. Oh, lag. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could reach the ceiling from here right now, go into the tiles, and then we come back out. Oh, that's so good. That's the play. That's literally going to be the play. So all of this is going to be a liquid that I could run cold. It's probably going to be oil. I probably don't want oil, though. But we want only a couple of them to be radiant. Most of this is going to be just regular piping. And then once we do the tiles, we'll add in the CO2 afterwards. Here's No One Seems to Remember. Kids Incorporated. Kids Inc. Kids Inc. I don't remember Kids Inc. I don't think I remember that. It feels bad. Galadera. Am I saying that right? Galadera. Hello, what are we doing? I'm making a pip farm for Nosh beans. So Nosh beans are these, and we're gonna build spicy curry. So we need to get the crops. So spicy curry requires us to get the tonic root and the Nosh beans. So we're going for the Nosh beans first, and we'll get the tonic roots afterwards. Why insulated and not regular? So I am doing segments of radiant pipe, and how that works is radiant pipe, radiant pipe, radiant pipe. So I want the temperature to be applied on the tiles. When it's on the tile, the heat exchange is a lot better than a heat exchange with the gas. And we're going to have CO2 here. Since it's CO2, regular pipes would be fine, because the CO2 is very unconductive, so it wouldn't really affect too much. But by keeping the liquids cold and not having any heat transfer with the CO2, the tiles are going to be a lot colder, since we won't lose any heat as it's initially traveling. Now, by doing it that way and getting the tiles cold, more of the CO2 is going to be affected by the radiant pipe inside the tile than having a regular pipe in the open. And then we could hit lower temperatures and get the temperatures to spread out faster that way. Having regular pipes mean it's going to be a more gradual process. You're going to see the blue kind of go up and then go down. Having insulated with radiant pipe bubbles every so often is going to have spots of blue. But the spots of blue are going to come up faster than the gradualness of the blue, because it's not cooling down as much. So by doing it this way, it's a little bit, you hit the temperature a little bit faster. But that's just what I want to do, for the most part. Hope that helps, Androff. 80s, 90s had the best cartoons. Dude, I used to watch a lot of the Looney Tunes from back then. The Wacky and Wild Races, Tom and Jerry. Missed those, man. That was only late night. No! You peed your pants? Oh, it's because we didn't launch. No! Yeah, we didn't open the suit. Alright, man. You gotta go change your suit. Come on, man. How'd you pee your pants? It's the first day. It's okay, Hathor Juju. It happens. Look at them just wave at each other. I can't believe you've done this. I know, man. He peed his pants. He just got into the rocket and he got scared. Setting a pit farm for Nosh beans. Yep, exactly right. Pipe layer extraordinaire. Only way to do it. Kids Incorporated. We're gonna have fun. I don't remember that show, man. I don't know if I watched a lot of that. I see you guys over there. More mass on a solid modifier. Yep, and because the radiant pipe is in tuned and solid, the heat transfer is a little bit better. Do you think you could finish that today? I wanted to see that finish. We might be. We might be. This shouldn't take too long. The aqua tuner. Oh, we just gotta add some water right now. We'll do this. And then we need some water here. I need to pay attention to that. Won't do this one yet. And I might as well get... Well, this doesn't need to have the power. I'm just gonna have this pull into the aqua tuner. Let's put it in on the left side. Alright, guys. I have to pee really quick. I have to pee before cycle 666, before I pee my pants. So, no one's stuck inside of a rocket or anything, right? We should be fine. Alright. Autosave lag. And then I gotta pee. Oh, man. I'm gonna get some water as well. So I'm gonna take a quick break, you guys. Just a small break. And we'll let the dupes work. I'll be right back, you guys. Guys, I'm back. I didn't get the water. Instead, I found an energy drink. This might be a bad decision to have an energy drink this late, but you know what? Thug life. Let's go, let's go. I see you guys over there. And guys, listen to the ASMR of the can. Nice. Alright, alright. We're back, we're back. Gotta change the overlay. What did I miss? What's up, chat? I'll reply to everyone in a few minutes. I'm going to get some fresh air and stand there. You could say I will be outstanding. What a guy. Y'all see this guy? Y'all see this guy usually working? Man, what a guy. I see him over there. I see you, man. Hope you're doing well, usually working. No, man, nothing's gonna happen in my colony on cycle 666. It's gonna be perfectly safe. Alright, so we gotta open the door. We're gonna send a dupe to the other side. And then 3 cycles to get back home. Should be fine. We have enough food for 4 cycles, so we're actually great. Good, good, good. Alright. So we gotta get this done. I also want to tame this geyser. Wait a second. Oh, this is a fake tile. Yeah, this is a fake tile. Okay. So I want to do this. This should not allow this to erupt, and then we want to mine this tile. We're probably going to want to tame the aluminum volcano as well. It makes a lot of sense that we should. So we're going to probably want to do this design as well while we do everything else in here. Since you guys want to see this be done today, we'll have this be done on priority. Let's have this on a 7. So that the dupes do this first. This tile space should be deconstructed. Shouldn't really matter. Alright, deodorizer doing its work. Can't complain. We want to trim this. How is the bottom side? A little bit of digging would be pretty good. So some of the resources there. Sour gas opening is fine. Mine all this out. Reveal a little bit more of the bottom. This is completely done, so we could jump here, mine all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of these get mined. And then here it's going to be fun. So here we want to do this. Go from the bottom. Usually means I mine this out. Hopefully we don't get stranded, so maybe I wait. And then this needs to be mined out as well. So I think we'll do it like this, so that we could mine everything from underneath and be a little bit faster. This is another trim as well, simple stuff. Can we make aluminum pipe? Yep. We have that already. We have aluminum. All we have to do is refine it. It's not going to be too bad. 100 tons. It's pretty clean, pretty clean. Oh, you can convert electrum into refined gold. That's pretty cool. The only problem with that is, well, I kind of need gold amalgam. Oh, you peed your pants again? Oh, round 2, boys. Round 2. Alright, Lyndon doesn't need to be inside. He peed his pants twice. That's because he peed his pants and then I went to pee and then he peed his pants again after I peed. Ah, man. Okay. We'll clean that up this time. Hopefully the meteor shower doesn't happen. We wait for the guy to change his suit. That's a Linden. The other dude... That's Hathor GG, isn't it? That's Aelthar. What did Hathor GG go to? Why is a Linden starving? Oh, it's because he's taking a dump. Come on, Hathor GG. We needed you to change the suits. There it is. Alright, so now we want you to go immediately back. This is only going to be Hathor GG now. No more Linden. And then we're going to launch as soon as we get there. Nice. Alright, going to grab an artifact, scout around, see what we could do over there. It's going to be the initial plan. And what we need to grab is artifacts. So we did uncover a few of them right there. Let's actually start putting them up. We got the Moldavite. We got the double helix. We got the moon. And then we got the wristwatch. Classic stuff, classic stuff. Alright, so... Are we ready for liftoff? We should be good. We should be good. I would like the option to set and stick my commands. Dig, build, mop, sweep, deconstruct, meaning the priority. Ah, you mean to have it so that digging is always top priority if we go left to right, building is second, and then mopping is third, sweeping is fourth, and deconstructing is last? Is that what you mean? Left to right priority system like that? Now, if you didn't know, wait a second. Hatch or GG is starving. Or you're not allowed to eat anything inside. Oh, you already have low calories? Oh, I should have let him eat some barbecue before we went. Alright, let's have him eat some muckroot. You can eat that, buddy. You're fine. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for being here, Miss Chemical Stairs. Hope you have a great night. We'll see you next time. And of course, it's Friday tomorrow. Hope you guys have some delicious pizza. Because it's Pizza Fridays. I mean, Pasta Fridays. Pasta is always good too. Nothing wrong with pasta. But ATP. So if you didn't know, if that's what you want to do, what I just described, and you want to have digging first, mopping second, sweep third, you can actually set this up. So when you hit dig, there's a priority right here. This is the default priority. I leave it at 5 because I want everything to be at 5. But you could set this so that every dig command is set to a certain priority. So you put digging at 7 here. Anytime you do a dig, and then you do something else, like I go sweeping, right? And then I go back to digging. It's, oh no, it should, oh, what? Why did that reset? It's not supposed to. Why did that reset? Did I get patched? That used to work. Or is that only when building? Building tiles, priority 9. And then let me do a dig. And then I go back building. Yes, it's only the tiles that do that. Oh, that's so stupid. So tiles, you could set the priority here. And then it keeps it. But it doesn't do that for the building. Oh, what? Yeah, I would see if there's a mod for that. Because the feature is in the game where it remembers the priority that you set. But it seems to only be working for buildings. I would see if there's a mod. If that's the thing you kind of want to have. In terms of like the options. But yeah. That's unfortunate, man. Really just unfortunate. Alright, I need to mop this tile. It's kind of a weird strat, but it should work. Yo, man, if it's not in the game, there's a mod for that. Most likely. Alright, so I have to open this for these two. Open this for these two. So they're not going to do these tiles until I open the doors manually, because for whatever reason, dupes don't know to open the doors to reach the tiles. It's really weird. So we'll have to open the doors ourselves manually. Oh my god, take care of the puppies. Oh, I put too much water in here. Way too much water. That's actually fine. It's not going to pressurize the thermal aqua tuner. It just means that it's never going to actually boil, which isn't a bad thing. I don't really care for that. And like, if the water doesn't boil, it's fine. As long as that when it does get to steam, that we could use it for itself. Alright, so this is fine. This needs a little bit of juice, and we just have to attach that to the power line. Since this is a dedicated line to the suits, it's never going to have, because it's only one gas line, it's never going to pull more than 480 watts at a time. The only thing is if, like, 5 people come back at the same time and dock the suits. Oh, we're there? Nice. Okay, cool. So while we wait for this, because the dupes do need to work on this, we got a new rocket in the orbit. Crash satellite. Okay, we have water here. So we have to choose where we want to land. We could either land on the left side or the right side. I don't want to land on the hump, just because I feel like it's more that we have to dig down. So I think we land on the right side. There's dirt here. It's not too bad. So, rover rocket. Hatter GG is doing his telescope scanning. He is diligent. Good stuff, good stuff. But we're going to send down the rover. Mr. Rover. Let's go, let's go. So we send a rover down. Rover's landing. First thing we're going to want to do is deconstruct the rover. Oh, ha. There we go. Rover can deconstruct. We got pips. Pips are cool. We got the wash basin. I want to make sure we don't accidentally crack into any oxygen. So I want to make sure we go into a nice area. I do have metals, so I could make a manual airlock. So let me mine this out and get some resources. I probably want to go down here. Lyndon, how are you? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. What's good though, Lyndon? I see you over there. How you doing? It's not that hot. We're scanning up top. This is weird. This looks like this was a half geode, but it got broken apart by the biome generation. So what we're looking for with the rover is going to be the artifact. We're going to build a manual airlock design right here. That's not going to be too jank. So we will want 2 tiles here. We're going to mine this out. Let's cancel that so that we can do this setup and put the manual airlock door right here. There we go. And then we could do this. Alright, so once we do that, we could safely tap into the oxygen. The steel is waiting for us to land to set up the rocket. We don't need to do that yet. I just want to keep them up top for the space scanning. Is that a Mars... Is that a Mars cam? Yeah, red rocks, baby. You know what it is. Yay, yay. We got the red rocks. No, that's my kitty. You can't see him because he's hiding behind the pillows. But that's my kitty cat. He's napping on my bed. But that's Mamba. Sometimes he's closer to the camera. Sometimes he's all the way in the back by my pillows. But he's just napping right now. Just trying to be a good Mamba and stay cozy. And that's actually the mascot for my emotes. If you see my emotes, I have a black kitty cat. And that's who that is. He's sleeping over there, just hanging out. We're going to mine through this way. We're going to go through Seal 2 Bubble. That's probably not wise to go into. Yeah. Okay, okay. So we're going to explore through this. It's hydrogen down here. It's very unfortunate. So I think after we do this, we want to go down. This is granite, though. I can't mine through that. So but I'll have to go through the salts and the sedimentary, which shouldn't be too bad. This doesn't look like there's any artifacts. And I do want to go down. The map modifier for this is geodes. Oh, that's it. So we just have a lot of these geodes. That's not too bad. Ah, we have a room right there. All right, so that's going to be the room I want to go to. Can't break through the granite, though. So I might want to go down this way. Ah, I see ATP. Got pulled over by a cat. Claw enforcement. I see you over there. You just spent 6 hours in an Apple store to restore your Mac from a backup. They didn't think to mention that as soon as I start the transfer process, as long as my HDD is connected to my computer, that I could do it from anywhere. They only mentioned it 30 minutes from closing. Wow. Oh my god. You know what that sounds like? Have you ever heard of the subreddit called Malicious Compliance? That's what that sounds like, man. Malicious Compliance. Holy crap. I mean, at least you get your data back, right? Upside. But that's kind of tough, man. That you should have found out about that sooner. All right, we do this, we do that. We go down. Go down. Ooh, can't mine that. So I do have to mine this. CO2 then becomes a problem. That means I mine through this way. We go through the top and go through here, mine that, and then I ladder down. And then we go down to here. Oh, I can't open the door. I would have to deconstruct the sandstone or something. Alright, this should be fine. Let's go back to the original planet. Click on the printouts. I just can't get enough polluted dirt and rock pile to feed my crabs. Ah, so Ironward. Are you trying to feed your crabs for... what is the resource you're going for, I guess? What is the resource you're trying to go for? Yeah, this is still taking some time. We should have Electrum, though. A lot of it. Yeah, we still have 291 tons, so it should be fine. Are you going for lime, cooked seafood? Maybe it's lumber. Who knows? Gold volcano. Sweet. I thought they would be a viable source of lime, but I guess it's better to turn energy into animals and then eggs that way. Ah, you're trying to feed the Poke Shells as a source of lime. I will say that the Poke Shells are the best form of lime for you. Most of the time. But I think what you should do is breed 1 to 2 Poke Shells and then let the rest starve. Because of how they work, that's probably your best bet to get as much as you can. So you get a Poke Shell molt when they're a baby going into an adult, right? So the little babies, when they become an adult Poke Shell, they shed their skin, right? That's one full process of lime, I think. I might be wrong. Depends on if it's a baby to adult or adult to death. So you get a shed skin. When the adults die, you get another shed skin. So you don't actually want to feed all your Poke Shells. You just want to breed them. So you basically want to maintain a population and breed 1 to 2 Poke Shells at a time. Move all the eggs out. Because if you feed all of them, they're going to eat so much that you're not going to be able to keep up with it. So that's what I would recommend. If you need to get more pea dirt, I probably recommend trying to find like an organic mass field or something. And try to grab like they don't have pea dirt on that. Which one is pea dirt? I know one of these has pea dirt. Forest? No. The drill coning point of interest might be what you want to do. Or even going to another planet and then just harvesting all of the pea dirt and bringing it back home. Making pea dirt's a pain, man. The process is pretty long. I think a lot of the times the best way to get pea dirt is from sieving polluted water. So that might mean that if you have a lot of CO2, that's an option. So you could build a carbon skimmer, right? And then link that into a water sieve. Oh, ethanol. That's true too. Lumber and ethanol is a great pea dirt loop. This is a pretty decent one if you don't have lumber. It's not a lot, but you do make pea water that you could filter out with sand, and then you get polluted dirt as a result. And since it's constantly making polluted water for you to filter, that works too. I could do that, but I have too much water now. I guess I could dump it into space. Tons of ethanol too. Oh, you were already making ethanol and dumping and then feeding the Poke Shells that way. And it's still not enough? Ooh, that's tough, man. That's actually pretty tough. Oh, look at this. We got the boost. Look at the rocket exhaust. Dude, we turned on the Nosh, baby. Turned on the Nosh. You see the fire, dude? Yo, man. Fast and Furious. We're in. We are in. Alright, so we're here. I can't go through this to the left side. There's probably no artifact there. So I probably want to go down vertically. I probably want to go down this way. I'm just not a fan of the sedimentary rock. Alright, so what I think I'll do is we'll build a door here. And then try to go down the pit path. Hopefully it's not too bad. This seems to extend out, so I don't want to go out that way. There's too much granite for me to go through this as well. I just can't mine through most of this, so I have to go back to the right. So from here, we'll do that, go through the door, get the ladder for that, and then we would have to mine this out, put that there. Once we get that done, we have to climb down. Let's just do a proper digging pattern. And then we're at the granite. Okay, so we get to here and we'll see. We might have to ladder down from here. Another quick question. Tons of mafic rock stone. I don't think I could feed this to anything or crush the sand. Any ideas? I want to get rid of it. Mafic rock melts into magma. So if you have a regolith boiler, you can just dump that in. Another thing you could do is you can replace all your tiles with mafic rock, and you get the other resource or something else. Igneous, sandstone, granite, you could do something with that. But you could replace all your tiles with mafic if you have the time to do that. If you have regular ladders, replace that with mafic as well. Outside of that, you could also build insulated tiles with mafic rock. But yeah, for the most part, if you want to do it in mass, your best bet's probably doing a boiler and melting it into magma. It'd be cool if they changed your tile color based on the material used. There's a mod that does that, actually. There's a mod that does that. Insulated pipes, that's another good one. Insulated liquid and gas pipes, I think. Mafic and... no mafic for liquid pipes. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can't use that for the liquid pipes. Yeah, there's the mod True Tiles. That's what it's called. That mod changes up your tiles based off of the material you use. If that's what you want, man, that's an option. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're coming back home as chemical stairs is going to make it safe. So we're still scanning. Ooh, we could go through the side. There's a lot of granite still, but we could go through the side. So I'd probably go like this, and then I would have to ladder down here, climb down to here, and then see a little bit more vision. We'll see if we could break in through another spot. The granite's undiggable right now. I see you guys. I don't use that mod, not because I don't like it, but because for new players, everyone's going to come into the stream and be like, dude, why does your tiles look different? I just don't want that to happen. Because I know it's going to be endless questions. Dude, your tiles look cool. What is that? Dude, why does your tiles look different? Do the tiles evolve later? I mean, as a streamer, that's something I would have to expect, though, all the questions, which is perfectly fine. It's just that, you know, I want to avoid that slightly. Oh, there's more granite here. I actually can't dig through. That's so unfortunate. The best place to dig through is literally right here. And I could go from here to here, and then there's one granite tile that I can't go through. That's unfortunate. This is all granite. Abyssalite is even worse. So none of this is traversable. So I would have to find something on the left. Damn, that sucks. Alright, I will set this up here then for myself. Actually, no. These two... we want to do this, and then we want to do from here, these three to here. Can't mine that, but once we break through that, there's a lot of soft minerals. And then there's the uranium at the bottom. I'm thinking there might not be an artifact here. That's very unfortunate. There might not actually be an artifact here. That's very unfortunate if that's the case. I would love for there to be an artifact here. But I think because it's a uranium biome, I don't think they naturally have one. We would have to get lucky. Alright, so we'll just get ready for this. Let's put the ladder here for that to work. Build out the mini pod, and then I do want to explore the left side just to see. So I could probably go up this way. 1, 2, 3. And go straight out. So I would probably want to build a door first. So this is space exposure right here. So we want to be right before that. So that the gases don't get vacuumed down. And then once we do this, we could mine out and go to the left. Hopefully there's a break in the abyssalite. We have to hope for that because everything else is actually sealed up. This is not diggable, and then this is all just a wall, except for right here. Oxalite, not really needed. And then it's mad cold because this is the radiation biome. We're gonna run into some betas and some beta hives. Alright. So we're home. We got some artifacts. Sandstone grub statue, classic. And then we got the mini nuclear model. Nice. Alright, we gotta turn this on to charge. The rockets are open and closed. Let's build some new pedestals for the new items. Why do I have a tile here? That's so weird. You don't mind your size spelling. Wait, what? Kiwi, man. Did you have a stroke, dude? You okay, man? You all right over there, dude? Kiwi, you doing okay, man? Whoa! What the hell? What's wrong with the shine bug? He's hanging out in the steam room. Oh, he's gonna die, dude. I don't know how he got in. Oh, he just flies in when he decides to. Okay. Kiwi, can you try that again? I'm sorry, man. Can you try that again? I'm not really know if I really understand. You don't mind your abyssalite? No, I do. But abyssalite is a great insulation wall, if you didn't know that. So if you have abyssalite, I like to keep it there. If it's stopping some of the hot biomes from having the heat transfer to my not as hot biomes. I do mine it. It's just that right here it's hot. And then on this planet that we're exploring right now, my robots can't mine through abyssalite. It's because he has no digging skill. So since he doesn't have digging skill, I can't make him mine abyssalite. It'd be like that sometimes. I can't even mine granite. He doesn't have any skills on him. And then I need to build the mini pod here. Where did this pip come from? Hi, I came back to Twitch. Welcome back. How are you, Pegasus? Hope you're having a good one. I noticed some abyssalite tiles will radiate heat, some won't. They all do. It's just that the hotter the tile or the colder the tile, the more apparent it is. So, I don't know if you want to call it fracking. I guess that's the terminology that's accepted. But you have a property like that. So fracking is when there's heat transfer from abyssalite that should be 0, right? Yeah, flacking. And what happens is that they'll have heat transfer, but it's only immediately to the tiles like in 1 tile range. It's weird. And it's if you have hot abyssalite, like this, super hot abyssalite, if you have water on top, the water doesn't all boil. You release like individual bubbles of steam that are like 10 kilograms each. It's weird how that works. But you do have to be wary of that because it can be a problem later on. But yeah, that's what that is. It can be a pain sometimes. Someone made one that turns abyssalite into tungsten. That's tough. But yeah, that is possible. You do melt that into tungsten. But abyssalite, because it's low conductivity, it's tough to streamline something like that. That's pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool. Oh, nice, we're here. Dude. Alright, so we can't activate this because it requires a dupe. And then we can go through this way now. Dude, why is there so much space exposure here? There we go. It's these 2 tiles. Alright, so we mine this out. There's space exposure everywhere. And then we get to here. And then we're going to dig through this pocket. I see you over there, man. I see you over there. Sadly, though, there's not really a lot of use for tungsten outside of just making thermium. There's a lot of resources like that that I hope they develop a little bit more on. Like, they need to expand. I mean, I guess they did with the carbon dioxide engine. I feel like chlorine needs a little bit more use. Even with the geotuners and the bleach stones, I feel like it needs more. But there's a lot of resources in this game that need a little bit more, like, well-roundedness and where you could use it. Are we still scanning? Oh, we're actually maximum scan. It's really close. I guess we could just move to this tile, so that we could scan more tiles while we explore with the rover. Alright, speed this up. Speed this up. So was the teleporter buried? No, it was not. It was not. The teleporter was here. It was a normal teleporter. The map is very normal, except for the magma right there. We're not going to look at that. Normal map, right? Very normal. Just don't look at the red. Let me zoom in so you guys can't see that. Very normal, very safe. Friend is still frozen, though. Yeah, don't want to open that yet. Don't want to open that yet. We will soon, though. But we're exploring planets right now. Alright, we want to see on this side. Does this go a little bit deeper? I guess I do want to do this, just to see what's on the other side. And then I do want to dig down deeper. So we're doing what's called a natural ladder. By digging out a 3x3 pattern like this, I could climb up and down and not have to build ladders for this to work out well. So we'll go down to the Abyssalite, see what we see. Go to the left, reveal a little bit of the map as well. We're going to be moving slightly to get some more scanning done. And I think we're going to grab some more artifacts right now. The only thing we need to be weary of is having enough food. And we don't have enough food. That doesn't perish. Alright, so this is ready. We have to change these to automatic. Alright, we wait for that. Everything here should be alright. Buildings. Gonna be making some natural tiles. Let's go. Come on, dupes, it's time. Natural tiles are us. It's time to get our Nosh bean farm, sleet wheat farm situated. Gotta get the steps in. I would love a mobile autosweeper with an attachment storage bin for a building. It will place the materials for dupes, so they only need to build. Oh my god. That's too strong, dude. That'd be way too strong. Look at it this way. If you would have something like that, it would have to be as slow as Sweepy. Would you want something like that to be as slow as Sweepy? Because Sweepy is really slow, to the point where that's really the only downside. Sweepy's still cool, it's just that, you know, he's a bit on the slow side, feels bad. So what we're doing is setting up the doors to seal the pips in the rooms. Because we know we're going to need to do that soon. And then we got to sweep the bottom. Still doing a lot of deconstructing. Everything's working out pretty well though. And then we'll sweep this again and clean it up. And then we need to move CO2 into here right now. Which we'll do. Shouldn't be too bad. We are going to need a high pressure vent. And then we need to deconstruct these, which we swept up all the sandstone for, so there's no buried objects. Oops, that's a sweep, not a deconstruct. Alright, let's start setting up the rooms as well with critter drop-offs. Alright. Welcome to Piff Stuff or something. That's what I saw. What's going on, Lamp Spidey? Yes, we're gonna be doing pit planting right here. Fun times, fun times. After the vent's built, I guess we don't need to pump out CO2, so we could cut the line for now. Have this pump in. Looking at this, should be fine. So I have to cut this side so that we could connect the line. And then it should flow out. Oh no, we haven't built the exhaust vent yet. So we have to fill this room up with CO2. And then the next thing we need to do is I need to get liquids into the radiant pipe, which we'll do right here. So let's deconstruct this. Let's probably do it at the bottom because there's no liquids yet. And then we're going to have a pump here. We're going to put a thing like that and a bottle emptier. Should be fine. How the door becomes solid tile, my mind is blown. Who knows, man? I just know that it works. That's all I know. It works, man. That's all that matters. Yeah, that'd be rather OP. I do, at times, set auto sweepers and block the door, access to the sweepers, place the material, and then allow access to dupes to build. Yo, man. Extra steps? Whatever works, right? I see you over there with the extra steps now. Alright, so after this, we have to start getting the Nosh beans. I will want to put the bins in, though, so we get started. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do 4 and 4. 4 for Nosh beans, 4 for sleet wheat. I think that's going to be the plan. And then we're going to have the pump here. We're going to have a L shape before we do the bridge. I don't want to connect it yet. And then we're just going to need a little bit of juice from the power wire. Pull it from the coal gen, why not? And then from there, another critter drop off. Let's also sweep up the room, clean it up. And the water of choice. It has to be in the negative temperatures. But it doesn't have to be that low. So I think we could use polluted water, because it's probably going to be the most effective. Alright, so let's look at Nosh beans real quick. 25 to negative 25 to 0. And then sleets. Negative 55 to 5. So I want to be below 0 and I'll be fine. Also, ladders on the pip stuff. Oh, I don't like using ladders. I like using crown molding. That way the dupes don't actually build anything. Of course, you still get the items supplied to the tile, but at least you don't have to deconstruct anymore. Since the blueprint's there, they can't plant on the tile. So we will want to set this up. We are on 1x speed, so I don't have to worry too much about the guy we left on the other planet yet. Okay, let's check this out. How is the digging? Alright, nothing over here. We go down. Ah, the opening's on this side. We have a room down here. A lot of granite, though. It's a problem. Radiation, I know why. It shouldn't be a problem. Also, someone hasn't seen the hydroponic glass nat tile method. No, it's just I don't want to build a glass forge. Just because I don't use the strat doesn't mean I don't know about it. But hey, you know, I guess you're free to judge. But yeah, that ain't me. Here, here, here. Dig down, go down this way. I hope this is not all granite. That would suck. What's up with the radiation? Someone idle here? Someone idle on my nuclear waste? What's going on? Maybe it's up top. Someone's getting shot. Who's getting radiation sickness? Swamp Shard. Let me take that. I wonder if I could just allow the dupes to do the supply tasks rather than blocking the door access. That's possible. That is possible. You have supply before building as a double priority over the single. Right? So run supply over digging. 2 over 1, maybe? I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that can work. Make that a little bit easier. How much rad bolts do you lose from the distance to the research lab? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Because do you see this? I got 22,000 rads per cycle. And this is free. This is never going to go down. Because it's coming from almost 300 tons of... 258 tons of nuclear waste. I don't really care, man. As long as it reaches... And this is at 150. This is at 111. This is at 51. This is at 113. Yo, man. The swap chart eaten by the hatch. I know, man. I need to move this hatch. He's got to go, fam. You hate to see it. Okay, so we're digging down. This is all granite, dude. Oh, that means I can't dig through. Okay. That's very unfortunate. There's literally no open break here. Oh, right here. Oh, no, but it goes down into here, which is still sealed. Ah, that means I literally have to go through here to check. I don't think there's a artifact here. I really don't think so. So let's see. We're still space scanning, which is fine. Scanning out these tiles. Yeah, I think it's time. We're gonna... Wait. Does Hator GG even have the skill? Hator GG. Is that this guy? He doesn't have digging skill, so he can't actually dig through. I think there's no artifact here. I think historically this planet never has an artifact, this composition. So I think we're just gonna leave. I think it's worthwhile, though, to build a rocket platform, do all the things. So we'll just set that up. Alright, he's sleeping. What's his schedule looking like? Hator GG. Oh, he's tired. He's gonna go on downtime soon. Alright, we'll let him do his thing first. Let's go back to the planet. This is done charging. I could turn this off. And then we're gonna grab some more artifacts. No, we can't. We don't have enough food. I guess we could use a combination and do at least one more trip. Let's go up to 35, and then we'll choose everything that's non-perishable. And then hopefully we fill up as much as we can, and then send some of the dupes to a new trip. You know what we could do? Just put, like, something that doesn't rot. Pickle the lice? I don't have any lice. We're not growing meal lice. We have some for the Drecos. That's literally it, though. We're living off of barbecue and seafood. 1 million barbecue, 500,000 cooked seafood. Don't have the meal lice. First world problems, dude. We don't have the cheap food that lasts, you know, the shelf life. You hate to see it. Alright, so... this is gonna be the pipeline loop. We're gonna want to fill this up with pea water. And then there's a lot of pipe to fill, and everything's connected. So we just have to wait for this to fill up. Power's not on the aqua tuner. The temperature is, if it's above 3. There's also grub food preserve. Yeah, I don't have sulfur. My sulfur geyser is right here. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that there's 2,000 degree magma in the way. You hate to see this kind of thing happen. Did consider the grub for preserves, though. I will say that. But just very unfortunate that we did not get the luck, so to say. Yep, and rock gas. Yep, we're not messing with that, man. It's hot. You want to see something funny? You see rock gas here, right? This is nothing. The real rock gas is right here. You see this? 120 tons. 120 tons. And you know what's even worse than that? This is 220 tons. Jesus Christ, man. This literally becomes magma when it cools down. Ah, it's gonna be bad. Is this sour? This is sour gas. Yes, this is sour gas. Fun times. Fun times. Fun times. Okay, so we're done doing this. So we're just pumping out oxygen and crushing it now. We don't want to do that. We're going to slowly. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna mine this. And we're gonna do this so that the CO2 spills over, and we're gonna let it accumulate again before we start pumping. Imagine if that just cools. I know, man. There's a vacuum here for a reason. That's because this magma basically is right here. The magma that would be in the vacuum right here is right here. You see that, man? This is a vacuum because it all went down to there. Oh, man. Now, luckily for us, there's enough tiles that it would never actually break. And then there's the last thing that's really cool. The last thing that's really cool is... You see this? This is a vacuum. This is a void tile. What the hell is a void tile, man? There is a vacuum tile, and then we have a void tile. I'm hearing, like, boss music, just thinking about cracking this open, so we're just gonna leave that alone. Like, what the hell is that, man? Seriously. Alright, so it's a new day. But the space exposure, it's called space exposure vacuum. Why is that renamed to void? Feels weird, man. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go back in. Let's do the rocket mission to do the trip. So, Hathor GG, we're gonna unequip the suit, undock the suit, make you wear the suit. Get the suit, buddy. We need you. Crack that tile open and the base gets sucked into it. I know, man. It's so funny. It'd be like that. Alright, so now that he has a new suit, we can actually deploy him. That would be cool if that happened. It becomes a black hole. Alright, where's the rover? Oh, look at this! We got the glitch. We got the neutronium from the other map right here. Oh, look at that.